66 met die lese Semper Splendidor of terwyl Always Brighter en Waterkloof se heel agter Ronan Bastiaanse wat die spel onderweg kry. Goed ingeneem van die afskop deur die agste man Ruben Creer. Ongerust op, hy sal inklim spel lewer. Solank hy op die veld is, Adib Bourain, die skramskakel van Paul Roos. Nog 'n geweldige talentvolle speler. Mooi ingeneem. Deur die vleuel, Jaden Badenhorst. Die teendryf van Paul Roos Gimnasium. Ons sien nie so byna vir Waterkloof, maar as Gert Kemp wat gestraf word. Die eerste strafskop in hierdie kragmeting behoort aan Waterkloof en man wat saam met my in die kommentaarhok sit. Hy het absoluut geen bekendstelling nodig nie. Ou bekende hier op Supersport en Supersport Schools, Kennedy Tsumba. Paul Roos Gimnasium, een van die spanne wat gewys het dat hulle saam met die voorstes gaan gesels hierdie jaar.
Yeah, definitely a side that is worth the watch, as you'd say, and this is a good steady start here by the local home side anyway, which is Waterkloof.
Prinsloo, Franco Cronje, hy het gegee daar in die middelveld, groot kontak. Stadig besit vir Waterkloof, die voorspelers wat omvou en hulle gebruik daar 'n klein kantjie. Steeds aan die steelkant, Cronje plaas hom op die regtervoet. Goeie skop deur Franco Cronje. Baie goeie spel ook aan die kant van Paul Roos. Hier hulle loskakel Joshua Dumpy sou hom gerus dop. Ek ken Kennedy voor die wedstryd gesels en hy is een van die uitblinkers by hierdie NMI Toyota Noord-Suid toernooi.
Yeah, definitely one of the standout fly-offs of this tournament. He's going to be going up against Francois Cronje, who's also got a lot of experience, played a great season last year. Very influential in terms of what Waterkloof did, being able to get to that Noordvol semi-final. He's a good playmaker, he is Cronje.
Goeie lynstaan besit vir Paul Roos. Franco Cronje, hy staan nie 'n duit terug ook op die verdediging, nie die loskakel van Waterkloof. Van der Gane in die agterlyn vir Paul Roos. Samuel Badenhorst, hy is baie gevaarlik. Keenan Stoffels, dit gaan keer kos. Sprankelende spel, Paul Roos Gimnasium. En binne 3 minute die eerste punte op die tellbord.
Yeah, he's the last person you want to get the ball to, is Stoffels. Small in dementia, but in speed and just execution, he is absolutely brilliant. 7th player of note he is. And they just gave him a little bit too much space there, did Waterkloof. And he was able to just almost canter in, scoring the first try of this game, just after 3 minutes. And this is a good start here by Paul Roos.
Waterkloof aanvanklik baie balbesit na die eerste 2,5 minute. Die eerste kans wat Paul Roos het, maak hulle 'n voltal van 7 punte. Joshua Dumpies wat die vir 5 skop byvoeg.
Yeah, Paul Roos's coach, Corne Ace, would be thrilled with that start, and it's always a good marker that you were able to just bank in the try as they pass here the overload. Good spreading of the ball and that quick man right in for the first try.
Paul Roos natuurlik in hulle eerste kragmeting afgereken met die tuisspan Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool met 30 punte teenoor 25. Waterkloof met besit nou binne die kwartgebied, maar is omgekeerde besit vir Paul Roos en is Keenan Stoffels. Oftewel Adib Bourain wat vir hom veld afskop. Skop is net so goed soos dat hy gejaag word. Maar 'n strafskop aan Waterkloof vir 'n gevaarlike duikslag.
Yeah, the referee just pinning out, just almost a high tackle, and it's an important area for all teams to observe. just take note as Waterkloof just nudges it towards the halfway mark.
Reaksie word natuurlik aan die gebring te danke aan Supersport Schools. Hier neem hy Toyota Noord-Suid rugby toernooi vandag op kanale 211 en ook 216 op Supersport Schools. Ook op die Supersport Schools 'n toepassing en 'n Waterkloof wat losbars. Van haar die rolmaal beweging af. Het lyk na Janse van Vuren. Prinsloo. Weer balverspreiding deur die buksie van Waterkloof. Michael Prinsloo. 'n gerus dop vir Marco Kok. Hy sal nie 'n tyd terug staan vir hierdie Paul Roos voorspelers nie. Goeie aangee deur Cronje, daar spasie aan die oorkant. Waterkloof gaan gelyk maak. Of 'n kans hier om gelyk te maak. En wat 'n fantastiese loopie. Dit het gelyk na Jaden Badenhorst. Ons sal weer moet kyk of ons die nommer sien. Maar Jan Mollens en Kobus van Dijk, hulle sal baie tevrede voel.
Yeah, they'll definitely enjoy that, and that was great play there by both backs and forwards. Just being able to just get the ball out wide. And yeah, it just seems like it was Badenhorst. Look at the bump. Yeah, Ruan.
Ronan Bastiaans het die heel agter wat daar oorgebars het. En is hy wat ook die vir 5 skop gaan waarneem met 'n kans om sake gelyk te maak. Die 2024 Noord-Suid rugby toernooi Kennedy Tsimba sal vir altyd onthou word as die toernooi waar Grey College verslaan is deur JP High School vir boys. En dit was Grey College wat ook in die eerste 4 minute reeds punte aangeteken het na die kragmeting. Met 'n pragtige 3 in die linkerkant stoek. Maar vandaar was dit die manne van Kensington wat oorgeneem het en kan Waterkloof vandag hier dieselfde vermag. Bastiaanse, hy maak geen fout nie.
You've got to feel that Waterkloof is going to get some inspiration from that performance last night by JP High for school boys. And this is a good start. They've been able to just get over the try line. And the score is locked up at 7 points all.
Joshua Dampies. Sy afskop is diep. Veiligheid eerste vir Waterkloof. Hulle skop vir hom veld af. Hierdie kan gevaarlik wees. Paul Roos baie gevaarlik op die teenaanval. En is Ruben Creer. En daar die loopie van die 8ste man. Die hoendervlerkie uitgee. Hy laaste aangee, die is vorentoe.
Just slightly forward that ball went. And Paul Roos seemed to be almost on their way to the try line. Had a good 3v2 overlap. As the coaches and the impact players just watching very eagerly. Also waiting for their turn to grace this wonderful platform.
Kennedy, maar die gevaarligte. Die brand vinnig en vroeg hier vir Waterkloof. Die manier hoe Paul Roos so maklik spasie vind en na die man oorbewerkstellig op hierdie stadium. John Gous, Roan Jacobs en Jedri Swart, die voorry vir Waterkloof. Hulle kom te staan teen Ollie Reed, Altus Rabe en Luchwa Mbalisane aan die kant van Paul Roos. Cronje, na die geleerde regtervoet van hom. En is 'n goeie duikslag. Aan die kant van Waterkloof. Daar's baie spasie tussen die Waterkloof verdedigers op hierdie stadium. Goeie duikslag deur Marco Kok. So agter die rug verbly Samuel Badenhorst. Hy was briljant in die Paul Roos sege oor Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool Riley Norton. Hy het sy gereelde slotmat Trispie Skuman verloor. As gevolg van dissiplinêre redes. Skramskakel Borein, Badenhorst, pragtige aangee. Samuel Badenhorst verstaan spasie. En hy maak seker dat hy die Paul Roos spelers blootstel na die spasie. Nog 3 Waterkloof verdedigers wat ingetrek word aan die steelkant. Pragtige aftrap. Jas Peter verdediging aan die kant van Waterkloof, maar hulle staan die strafskop af.
Just a quick tap there by Paul Roos to try just capitalize on a bit of momentum, but the referee wasn't satisfied by the position it was taken from. It just gives them an opportunity to just nudge the ball into the corner, and this is the first line out that presents itself in the 22 for Paul Roos. It's going to be interesting to see what variation, as most sides have had to just add a bit of variation the second day here. It looks like it's a 4+1.
Ja, en hij foutje gemaakt. Is niet recht bij die lijn staan en gegooid niet. Dat is Waterkloof wat kan asemskip. Hij heeft de kans om te ontsnappen van het doelgebied.
Yeah, referee just asking them about the two options of a line out or a scrum. As we look at it, Altus Rabi with the throw in here. Yeah, correct. He absolutely had to reach out so far to his right-hand side. It had to be skew.
Nou, hierdie kragmeting slegs 2 wedstryde oor by die 2024 NMI Toyota Noord-Suid rugby toernooi. Dit was weer een vir die boeke. Vanaand se hoofwedstryd, die gasheer Afrikaanse Hoërseë skool teen Stellenberg. Dit beloof ook om 'n riller te wees. Ja, wat veld afskop. Matthew Seymour kry nie aan. Hy begin dadelik met 'n teenaanval. Seymour word uit die aarde geduik. Fantastiese duikslag. Hy het daarin gevoel, Matthew Seymour. Maar hier's manne oor aan die buitekant. Riley Norton, kan hy hom deur die hande kry? En Waterkloof by die afbreekpunte red hulle self op hierdie stadium.
Yeah, that was a massive hit on Matthew Seymour, who was almost setting it up by running across and drifting, and this kick for the touchline isn't quite successful from Cronje. Dumpies decides to just dot it down and opt for the 22 kickback. But if we could have another look at that, that was a massive hit on the Paul Roos fullback. Just showing you that North and South physicality is nothing to play around with.
As jy greep wil sien in die woordeboek van 'n harde duikslag, dan is dit min of meer die duikslag op Matthew Seymour. Cronje. Hy skop aan 2 Paul Roos spelers vas.
Yeah, and a knock on there. It's an area that you feel that Franco Cronje just struggles a bit, especially when he's got pressure on him. He tends to either slice his ball or doesn't get good contact on his ball. And that's where Paul Roos were able to just put pressure and close it down there.
Die Argentynse sokkerrem. Hier by die rugby.
Yeah.
En pragtige laatmiddag hier in Pretoria.
Yeah, it's been a great tournament, hasn't it? Excellent rugby and just the great vibe. But it's always enjoyable walking around, meeting some of the rugby family community that has become so strong in South Africa.
Hier in die diska, Gert Kemp, hy dra die nommer 7 trui. Sy pa, Bless Kemp, het ook vir Paul Roos se eerste rugby span gespeel. Hy was ook 'n lid van haar C4-ende Paul Roos 7 span in 2023. Hallo oppositie. Hy die pad gevee. Ja, die Boerijn, bal in hand. Een van die groot planmakers in hierdie Paul Roos span. Skool wat so keer of wat reeds van naam verander het, gestig in 1866 as Stellenbosch Gymnasium. 1910 verander na Stellenbosch Boys High School. En toe uiteindelik in 1946 vernoem na die Paul Roos of na die Springbok kaptein. Paar eerste oorseese toer Paul Roos. Maar nou, in die kwartgebied, Joshua Dumpies. Dumpies in die doellyn. Nee, hy is net kort. Hy was aanvanklik opgehou deur die Waterkloof verdedigers. Boerijn, Mbaliswana, sekerlik gaan hy nie gekeer word nie. En dis Mbalisane, Lukwa, Mbalisane wat oorwas vir Paul Roos se tweede 3.
Yeah, that's his second try of this tournament. He's able to just dot down the big, burly, tight-head prop who's always looking for action, always wants the ball in hand. And after a brilliant snipe there by Joshua Dumpies to set this whole phase up, yeah, he had almost an easy angle and just drifted through, and there he dotted it down. Good try there by the tight-head prop.
Ja, ons het gesels oor die talentvolle Joshua Dumpies. Hy kry weer 'n kansie met sy tweede doelskop in hierdie kragmeting. Maar is die pres wat hy na die verdediging van Waterkloof geslaan het, wat vir Lutra Mbalisane die geleentheid gegee het om oor te bars. En Dumpies, wat wys, hy's ook maar net mens.
He is human and just didn't seem to strike that ball. You could just hear from the sound up here as spectators have gathered, obviously to support friends and family. And obviously old boys have always made it quite a point to put this on their calendar to come through. It's been a great turnout.
Cronje se afskop. Nie oombliklik bemeester deur Paul Roos Gimnasium nie. Dis Franco Cronje. Lang aangee, Bastiaanse. Hy soek na spasie aan die oorkant van die veld. En soos 'n vlakkas sit Dennis Obi agterna. Goeie spel deur die linkervleuel van Waterkloof, Dennis Obi. Borein na Kemp. Hy wil raan sy spore gestuit, Gert Kemp. En is dat die Borein. Maar duur onder in die loskram. Loop al. Met die regtervoet. Maar dis Ronan Bastiaanse. Goeie spel deur die heel agter van Paul Roos, maar hy gaan hy wil nie uitskop nie. En is Kemp. En die Waterkloof verdedigers. Gert Kemp, hy hardloop so 'n boog. Marco Kok. Gesê hou gerus dop die agste man van Waterkloof. Goeie spel deur Roan Jacobs op die verdediging vir Waterkloof. Dumpies op die voordeellyn. Nou Dumpies met so 'n rolskoppie. Bastiaanse wat pragtig bemeester. Hy kry weg na Mich Prinsloo. En die wip van die bal. 'n voordeel vir Prinsloo en sy span. Goeie spel Waterkloof. Hulle staan nie 'n tyd terug op hierdie stadium vir Paul Roos nie. En Beelda met die verbleikdoetjie Ian Campbell McKechie. Man wat al diep spore getrap het in skole rugby. Ook 'n groot kenner van 'n sewes. Baie al gewerk saam met die Mati sewe span ook Ian Campbell McKechie. Die assistente afrigters, die hulpafrigters van Cornelius. Dis Jaker, Roan Jacobs. Dan word hy afgeneem deur Melanie Erasmus aan die kant van Paul Roos en spasie nou vir Keenan Stoffels. Ons het gesien hoe gevaarlik hy is. Steekskoppie deur Stoffels. Weer goeie spel deur Ronan Bastiaanse. Afgeneem deur Samuel Badenhorst. Borein, hierdie Paul Roos span is so gevaarlik van omgekeerde besit. Dumpies, manne oor aan die buitekant. En is Matthew Seymour, hy voel dalk nog aan die vorige duikslag. Nie die beste aangee van Dennis Obi nie.
Yeah, good attacking play by Paul Roos. Just rather unfortunate that Matthew Klein had a huge overlap, almost a 4-on-1, but just didn't release the ball in time. Almost just got tackled before he decided to make that pass. Again, Kemp has been industrious so far, carry the ball well. Look at the distribution here by Dumpies, and that's where McLean could have let it go early, and he just almost forced the ball to go in frontwards and made it really difficult to be gathered in there. It was where the slight knock-on was. There's another substitution being made here for Paul Roos, as the score sits at 12 points to 7 in favor of Paul Roos' side. Waterkloof have given a great effort so far. After 20 minutes that have gone, they really have defended well, and any chances they've got of advancing or scoring on the board, they've taken. And that's exactly what they need, that drive to be able to just be in the game, stay in touch, and later on in the game, that's where they can perhaps look to really, you know, put it on the hammer for themselves to try and get closer to Paul Roos.
Ja, dat is Christian Colby wat op die veld verskyn het in die nommer 20 trui vir Paul Roos. Marco Kok wat wegbars agter die oond vir Waterkloof. Prinsloo na Cronje met die Gary Owen. Die manne sal in die 10 meter radius moet kom, maar is Bastiaanse wat in die lug neem. Hy lewer ook spel van hoogstaande gehalte by hierdie NMI Toyota Noord-Suid toernooi. Ronan Bastiaanse. Cronje, hulle kry tog Jan, gee weg die spasie aan die buitekant. Gevaarman Dennis Hobby word baie goed opgehou deur Benham Tumba, die regtervleuel van Paul Roos Gymnasium.
Yeah, good play there by Waterkloof, being able to just identify the space and getting the ball there. It's always easier said than done. They made sure that they got it through their hands, some backdoor plays with the middle pods and the forward there, just being able to just shift the ball. They've made it all the way right to that 22 area for Paul Roos.
As Waterkloof wat in 2019 hulle koshuis erdoop het na Kloofsig. En verlede jaar natuurlik die SDC Noordval afdeling halfeindstryd gehaal Waterkloof. SDC Noordval sal 24/4 regstreeks 2024 regstreeks op kanaal 2 en 6 Supersport Schools wees en Waterkloof wat afneem, omgekeerde besit. Paul Roos wat nie die besit kon gebruik nie.
And you're talking about the STC Noordval Cup. Juan van Afzigen was one of the top players that performed extremely well. He's donning that number 13 jersey today. And I'm sure that the coaches would like to make sure that he gets a bit of ball in hand. A strong, powerful, dangerous runner. Really impressed me the way he played most of last season. So he's one of those players to watch.
Het lyk na nog 'n Paul Roos voorspeler, maar daar las dit van 'n besering.
Yeah, it's been a tough couple of days for the players, and it's really testing. We do know that some of the teams will continue on to the Easter festivals that we shall be covering over this holiday festive Easter. Some interesting matchups to look out for.
Ja. Die paastoernooie wat elke jaar ook soveel toeskouers lok. Nie net hier in Gauteng nie, maar ook al by Kearsney College in Natal. Supersport Schools sal vir die aksie bring van die St. John's toernooi, die Kes toernooi, die St. Stithians toernooi, as ook die Kearsney toernooi oor die Paasfees.
Yeah, some exciting festivals to play in. I mean, I've had the honor to be able to grace my presence at all of these festivals, and they're absolute quite showcases for players. And if you're a schoolboy player, that is one of you know, you almost must tick the box to have played at one of those festivals.
Die Waterkloof ondersteuners op die hoofpaviljoen. Hierdie stadium sal hulle heel tevrede voel met hulle spanse vertoning. Agter op die telbord met 12 punte teenoor 7. Maar hulle besef hulle is in hierdie kragmeting. Hulle het alreeds heel wat hoofbrekens besorg vir die manne van Stellenbosch. Ons bou in geloof. Eliese van Waterkloof Voorskool wat in 1979 gestig is. Prinsloo wat verloor maar die strafskop. Hoort in Waterkloof. Dis nou tyd om 'n besluit te maak hier. Ons weet hoe akkuraat Ronan Bastiaan se regtervoet is.
Yeah, strong scrum there by Waterkloof. Swat and just putting some power, and you almost can tell the referee was saying they're not staying in the contest there. Paulrus's front row, so a penalty was given against them. It's a good opportunity for Waterkloof.
Ja, die skade. Hanneffens klub 600, waar dan natuurlik so 'n lafenissie teen die hitte aangekoop kan word. En dis Prinsloo wat eenvoudig net te lank wag agter die oond. Dit te gee vir daardie voorspelers van Paulroos 'n geleentheid om te teendryf. Die gelukbringer van die Hoërskool Waterkloof. Kyk of die man eers laat besef het hy's op televisie.
Yeah. Prinsloo there just maybe delaying his delivery from the base of the ruck there. And it's always an interesting ploy because the referees start focusing on that scrum of saying play it, and if you don't play it, he allows sort of a little bit of infringement, you know, in terms of putting pressure on him, because he's trying to almost get him to play the ball.
Goeie scrum vir Waterkloof. Jedri Swart wou daar die oorhand kry oor Ali Reed aan die steelkant, maar Waterkloof nie aan kant nie. Twee hakkers wat mekaar net 'n goeie middag eet.
Dumpies is going to look to try just clear out of this 22. He's really been striking them high, but not really getting a full range of moment in terms of just getting good distance on his kicks. This is something that he would like to look at, perhaps just looking to just lower his trajectory. But he does a good enough job just getting them to the halfway mark here.
Riley Norton met Indium. Hy's skeef ingegooi.
Tough call there by Mr. Geldenhuys. Yeah, one of the most experienced referees within the Pretoria region. He's got a lot of experience, has done a whole range of Varsity Cup, Currie Cups, and yeah, he's got great experience. I must say, I love the way he blows a whistle. He communicates well, and he's always on point in terms of a lot of his calls.
Ja, hy is ook betrokke heiliglik in die SA Cup. Verlede naweek afgeskop het hier in Suid-Afrika. 10 spanne wat meeding om 4 plekke. Dis 'n beter skram deur Paulroos, maar dis Cronje wat in die hande kry. Dylan Botha. Dis 'n bietjie misgetas. Toe tog ingeneem deur die binne senter. En on kantspel deur Paulroos Gimnasium. En hulle is hulle eie grootste vyand op hierdie stadium. Ons moet nou verwys, Kennedy Tsamba, hulle dissipline in die wedstryd teen Affies ook nie heeltemal na wens en die baie strafskoppe afgestaan wat vir hulle met rukke onder geweldige druk geplaas het. Dylan Smith daar in beeld, een van die hulpafrigters aan die kant van Waterkloof.
Yeah, you're so right. The discipline wasn't absolutely accurate, and that sort of gave Affies a lot of opportunities. So that's something that they're going to have to look at as they go forward within the school season. This just giving what's that 49 meter kick opportunity for Waterkloof to just try and close up the gap by 2 points. If it's successful, this kick.
Bastiaan sê hy het 'n skop soos 'n donkie. Hy tref goed. Hy trek vir hom links verby. Hy sê heel beste poging by die NMI Toyota Noord-Suid Rugby toernooi van 2024 nie. Tot dusver speel hy 'n bulwedstryd. Ronan Bastiaanse baie veilig onder die hoë bal. Goed op die teenaanval.
Dylan Smith in the picture, the assistant coaches for Waterkloof. He's been doing some great work of skills, and I'm sure he's going to be looking at a lot of the kicking and passing that's been going on with his playmakers.
Spaarnors wat verloor het, maar meneer Geldney sê hy het hom agter toe verloor. En Marco Kok wat nog 'n strafskop wen vir sy span. Paul Roos van hulle voete af by die afbreekpunte. Kennedy Tsimba, Paul Roos kelder hulle self en kelder al hulle eie momentum op hierdie stadium.
Yeah, and that discipline is becoming quite a standout feature for them, and a work on that they're going to have to sort of look at carefully, I suppose, at halftime. I'm sure Corner Ace will probably address that, but this has just sort of given Waterkloof a bit of momentum and able to just hover around that 22 area mark. They just need to capitalize, and that's something that they're not getting right, the lineouts.
Ja, Paul Roos wat weer afneem. En hierdie keer is dit die man wat die duikslag uitgevoer het aan die kant van Waterkloof wat nie wegrol nie. Geen skool in Suid-Afrika het meer springbokke opgelewer as Paul Roos Gimnasium van Stellenbosch nie. Reeds noord van die 50. Die getal. 2019 natuurlik nie minder nie as 5 spelers van Paul Roos Gimnasium in die C4de rugby wêreldbeker groep van Suid-Afrika.
Yeah, a lot of tradition and history from a school which has got a great rugby program, and sometimes if your program is so good, it's the traditions that just carry it forward and are able to just sustain that and make every young boy in that area want to go to that school.
Lyn staan hy van slordig is Christian Colby wat wegbars vir Paul Roos. Opgetel en vorentoe gebeur. Klein foutjies, die klein jakkeltjies wat steeds inkruip in die spel van Paul Roos. Baarnors met die steekskoppie. Uitgeweer daar word voordeel toegelaat deur Stefan Geldenhuys.
Yeah, Samuel Badenhorst's identification and understanding of the rugby laws is pretty good, and that's just knowing that, listen, we do have advantage, we can go extravagant in terms of our decision making, and if not, we get an opportunity to have a line out just almost 7 meters from Waterkloof's try line here.
Ja, Kennedy, ek weet nie waar dit ontstaan dat sodra 'n span voordeel het moet die bal geskop word nie. Dis gewoonlik die kanse wat gevat word, 'n steekskoppie, 'n rolskoppie. Maar ek weet daarom nie. As ek voordeel het, sal ek graag die bal die werk wil laat doen. Voordeel. En is 'n strafskop voordeel vir Paul Roos Gimnasium. Nou ook weer 'n nuwe voordeel vir 'n hoë duikslag. Borein. Hy speel verkeersman Joshua Dampies. Badenhorst word goed opgehou deur Dylan Botha. Nou, kaptein Riley Norton onder die pale. En dis 'n manier vir die kaptein om te sê, manne, dis hoe jy dit doen.
Yeah, that's just good leg drive from Norton. He saw that he had a defender that wasn't going to really challenge him, and he was able to just drive through that tackle, and that's good strength work by the lock forward as he scores yet another try for Paul Roos, right under the poles, just making it easier for his kicker Joshua Dampies. They're just receiving it here, and just look at the footwork there inside, and there is the leg power and just fighting through the tackle. Oh, brilliant try. Riley Norton dots it down. Just taking the score to 19 points to 7.
Ja, is 'n baie belangrike 3 net so voor rustyd. En na die goue minute vir Paul Roos Gimnasium. Voorsprong was slegs 5 op haar stadium. Dis Waterkloof wat stadig aangestap kom na die middelkolletjie. Bastiaanse se afskop baie diep en is Keenan Stoffels met die linkervoet. En wat 'n voordeel is daar die linkervoet van Keenan Stoffels nie. Ons het dit gesien teen Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool ook. Maar hy afskoppe diep in die hoek en is dalk nie die beste idee nie. Hy het 'n linkervoet wat vir jou kan terugjaag.
Yeah, and if he doesn't use that brilliant left foot, he can just almost gas you around and probably end up running you to probably where his ball would have landed with that left foot. But there's a good contest in the line out as the final half-time whistle has gone.
Dan is dat die Boerijn wat hom daar net by die kantlyn uitkielie. En sê dis tyd vir lemoenskyfies in 'n warm Pretoria hier in die skaduwee.
Making it a bit difficult, and it was the penalty count that was something that stood out from Paul Roos' side, and that's something that they would like to correct in the second half, as Dumpies is going to look to just kick us off here.
Tot diep in die kwartgebied ingeneem deur Franco Cronje, die losskakel van Waterkloof. Dis Michael Prinsloo. Gaan hy die druk self verlig? Ja, hy gebruik sy regtervoet. Kom even onder hom in. Maak tog seker dat hy maar met die oorkant se kantlyn uitkry, Michael Prinsloo. Dis Franco Cronje wat die bal ingeneem het en hy kon dus nie die skop waarneem nie. Samuel Badenhorst wat gaan aandag kry. Kyk of daar 'n bietjie bloed is hier op die kant van die oog vir Samuel Badenhorst. Plaasvervanger wat nou op die veld kom vir Paul Roos Gimnasium. Hy vervang vir Samuel Badenhorst.
Wat se nommer is hy? 12. Nee, hy is net bloed.
Jan Smith, daar die nommer 22 trui vir Paul Roos op in die plek van Samuel Badenhorst. Riley Norton gaan inneem, ouder gewoonte by die lyn staan. Sy gereelde slotmaat, Trispus Kuman, wat 'n riskans het vandag na 'n bietjie van 'n dissiplinêre situasie teen Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool. En is 'n strafskop voordeel nou vir Paul Roos Gimnasium. Boerijn, die sterk Gert Kemp wat daar vir Dylan Botha uit die aarde loop. Boerijn wat wag, stadige bal besit, Riley Norton. Net kort, die kaptein. Balisane is hy oor, ja, 16 vir Geldenhuys. Die geel Gilbert raak die wit lyn en is al wat nodig is.
And there's the forwards coach standing up because he knows that his forwards have done all the work here. Baliswane in for another try, and he's standing on a 3-try scoring. He's in the scoring form here, isn't he? Really great play.
Balisane, man wat weet hoe om die doellyn oor te steek. Ons het gesien die skade daar wat so effe stil raak hier nevens klap 600. In 2024 Riley Norton, hy was sentimeters kort. Balisane wat seker maak meneer Geldenhuys kan sien hy plaas die Gilbert daar op die lyn. Cronje se inskop agter toe verloor. Riley Norton en Kie, maar daar word dan afgeduik op een van die Paul Roos spelers op die grond.
Always a contentious issue that in terms of players just can't keep on their feet the moment they see a player on the ground. It's almost like they're being pulled in by a vortex, as they haven't been able to clear into touch, have they, Paul Roos?
Bastiaanse met die linkervoet. En hy skop hom ongelukkig net te ver. Bedrewe met beide voete, Ronan Bastiaanse.
Using both sides to be able to clear is a skill. If you're just able to kick off both feet, and that's something that a number of players have shown us all tournament long. But this gives Paul Roos a good chance here to get a line out, and the drive was quite solid earlier on.
Dadelik Maar die rolmaal beweging wat hulle aan die gang kry. Deur die middel. Hulle hoef nie links te skil nie, hulle hoef nie regs te skil nie, hulle gaan sommer deur die middel.
Own players there. Own players.
Dis hulle self wat daardie losgemaal laat val. Kemp. Hy boener weer daar in die kontak in. Ali Reid. Voorspelers wat omvou. Marco Kok. Hy speel 'n reuse wedstryd vir Waterkloof, die 8ste man. Keenan Stoffels met daardie enkelbreek trappe van hom. Hierdie keer was dit egter amper sy enkel wat gebreek het. Nou so 'n bietjie slordig gespel aan die kant van Paul Roos.
Moenie skree nie.
8ste man Ruben Creer. 5-6 meter wat hy vorder, weer Marco Kok. Hy sit daar duiwel by die afbreekpunte hierdie 8ste man. Is goeie spel deur Waterkloof, maar Kennedy Tsimba hierdie telling kon al veel groter gewees het, maar Marco Kok by die afbreekpunte domineer hy op hierdie stadium.
Yeah, he definitely is dominating and has identified every little breakdown, and if there's a little bit of a chink of an armor to get in there, he's been able to just get in there. The ref has continued to reward him because he's seen that his technique is pretty good, and once you do that, you start getting a good rapport with the referee and you can start capitalizing. But it's been an outstanding play by the young man.
Ja, Jonk en Oud natuurlik vandag hier by Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool in Pretoria. Loftus Versveld. Net links van ons hier in die kommentaar ook. Kennedy Tsimba, man wat baie van sy tyd by Loftus Versveld spandeer.
Yeah, it's good to take a little break or so, just to wonder and see some of the future, and hopefully a lot of these young players will be playing there just across the road, whether it be provincial or for the national team. And we do know that the Boks will be playing a test at Loftus. And just a pity that no one's able to get tickets because they were sold out as the gates were opened. So I think the rugby for the nation is in a good space right now.
Die toernooi natuurlik nie moontlik sonder al die borge nie. En MI Toyota, die hoofborg, maar daar is ook name soos Santam en Stadio, ATKV. Spur ook betrokke. En nou weer die rolmaal beweging wat van stapel gestuur word. Hierdie keer skil hulle so effe na links, maar dis goeie verdediging deur die voorspelers van Waterkloof. Paul Roos wat daar deur die middel bars. Boerijn, Ali Reid. Raak al hoe meer betrokke, die loskop voor hy man. Mbalisane, hy wil sy 4de 3-druk van hierdie toernooi. Maar sy koplaar is sy jeppe. En is 'n nuwe reël 2024 ingebring is en uit reeds heel wat baldraers uitgevang.
Yeah, the tight head searching for his hat-trick was blown away for his height in that tackle. And it's an area that has been quite questionable. Just speaking to some of the referees, it's so difficult to call because at sometimes maybe he's tripping, and you know there's a lot of little nuances that go on within that tackle. It's not as simple as it is, and they've done well to sort of monitor that. And it's just given a bit of respite here for Waterkloof, but their line-out hasn't just functioned as good as they would like it to be.
Off his boot, team. Only accidental offside. Off his boot, he was in front of the ball, number 5.
Weer eens goed gecommuniceerd deur Stefan Geldenhuys. Het was onkant, maar het was per ongeluk. Het kom van die voet af. 24-7, steeds die telling in die guns van Paul Roos Gymnasium. Skole rugby. Dit bring net 'n spesiale element. En ek wil graag gesels oor die boodskap wat die skoolhoof van JP meneer Dale Jackson op Facebook geplaas het. Dinge so mooi in perspektief te stel. Natuurlik 'n tweede span speler aan die dood afgestaan 3 of 4 weke gelede, JP High School for Boys. Daar die oorwinning ook opgedra na die jong man Keenan Stoffels van agter. Vet gesmeerde blits is Keenan Stoffels. Hy ken dit een paar. Keenan Stoffels staan op Pretoria. Dit is so pas iets baie spesiaal in skou. Dynamiek. Kom in klein pakkies, gif kom in klein botteltjies. Keenan Stoffels, jou doring.
Yeah, Joe Doring, as you'd say, that is a Speedy Gonzalez, as they would call it. And that was just blistering. And what a stunning try from the young man. We have spoken about him, and he just said, well, listen, I'm not all about people talking me up. I can also deliver. And this was just great play by the young man, just in terms of weaving and identifying the space. And that's good spotting and good tracking, as you'd say, of just getting through the gap. And he was able to just dot down for his second try. And will they be able to add the extra 2 here? You know, a try of that nature, you've got to add the extra 2. It's so brilliant. Yeah, they say the best tries always get the best conversions. And Dumpies was able to just add those extra 2, and it'll be spectacular if we could watch the replay. There it is. Yeah, good concentration on the ball, and there you can already see he's seen the gap. But just look at his facial expressions. I think when he got to that break, he knew that he was going to score a try. Oh, this is outstanding play, and he was over. Brilliant.
Pragtig deur Keenan Stoffels. Paul Roos. Dadelik maak hulle 'n meter of 3-4 vanaf die afskop. Totaal en al in beheer nou van hierdie kragmeting aan Dipo Rein. Bal laat terugwerk en hy skop met die regtervoet. Dis Cronje wat hy sy oë op die bal kon hou nie. Hy kyk na die spelers in plaas van die bal.
Yeah, it's been a tough outing for him, Franco Cronje so far. Just hasn't had the best of games.
You do that,
Supporters of Waterkloof, and I'm sure they will be looking at the scoreboard. As it sits at 31 points to 7. They're not quite sure if their sides are going to come back, because Paul Roos have sort of put the foot to the pedal here in that second half, and have scored some good tries, been able to just stretch that lead, and now they're almost in that comfortable space. And perhaps we might see some substitutions come on. Coach Corne Ace will have to just look at that carefully.
Terugkom na daai boodskap van die skoolhoof van JP High School for Boys. Die boodskap noem hy ook die heel eerste oproep wat hy ontvang het na die wen was van meneer Bram van Wyk, die skoolhoof van Grey College, wat hom geluk gewens het met die besonderse prestasie van sy skool se eerste rugby span. En dit, Kennedy Tsimba, is waarom skole rugby in Suid-Afrika so spesiaal is.
Yeah, it is absolutely special, and there are a whole lot of stories that are intertwining within all of these games. And it's always important that we try to highlight them. And I think a great platform as SuperSport Schools is the best to be able to do that.
Samuel Barnard wat agter die verloor het. Waterkloof die besit omgekeer. Nee. Ja, natuurlik na afloop van hierdie Noord-Suid toernooi. So sien dat daar die al net doodgedruk word in die doelgebied deur Waterkloof. Dan beweeg SuperSport Schools ook aan na al die paas toernooie. Toernooie by St. John's Keys, St. Stithians en Kearsney College. So nog baie regstreekse sport op pad hier oor paastyd. Ook hier by Hill Soccer toernooi vanuit die Weskaap. Weer Marco Kok, wie dan nou anders? Michael Prinsloo wat vinnig gespeel het vir Waterkloof. Doen goed om die bal te beskerm. Nena Sobi. Jean Gous met bal in aan. Prinsloo wat so rondloer, besluit om na regs te speel. Binne die halfgebied van Paul Roos vir die eerste keer in 'n wyle. Cronje van Asweging. Hy doen goed om op sy voete te bly, maar die bal word uit sy hande gepluk. Samuel Badenhorst. Eenvoudig, tog briljant. Briete krag en toe 'n vaartversnelling deur die binnesenter. Hy beleef ook 'n droomtoernooi.
Yeah, pickpocketed there, right from that pocket of the attacking play, Samuel Badenhorst was able to just show his skill, and just drift away through the gap and get through and dot down. Well deserved. The young man has been in the middle of all the action that has been good for Paul Ruiz. Here it is, the attack. He's just slipped away. There was a pickpocketer as he just cantered in, easy jog in, and dots it down for his first try of the day. And you can just see the body language of these Waterkloof defenders. And it's been a tough outing so far. And you can just see the excellence of execution from Paul Ruiz, is that they've been given every opportunity, they've taken it and made sure they scored.
Paul Ruiz, totaal en al in beheer van hierdie kragmeting, maar ken jy dit, Simba? Dis vroeg in die seisoen. Maar die stryd om die nommer 12 try in die SA skolespan hierdie jaar gaan enorm wees. Dis Badenhorst van Paul Ruiz, dis Purchase van Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool, Piet van der Merwe van Grey College, Macmillan Mongwana van JP, natuurlijk Kurt Coetzee van Oakdale Landbouskool. Ruben Creer, hy speel 'n bar, sou kry weg. Ongelukkig een van die plaasvervangers wat vorentoe verloor.
Yeah, they've decided to move the ball and just get some width. Have Paul Ruiz just getting some interplay between the forwards in those wild channels. Just not getting the outside pass there, a bit of a knock-on. Just a slight injury from one of the forwards of Waterkloof. The sun is starting to bake here. It's funny enough that at this time, if the sun is still out in Pretoria, it can be quite hot. But those supporters in the stands, you can just see them that they almost continue to follow the shade going up there.
Ja, die koeltebewoners.
Yeah, it is.
Woon die paviljoen. Vanaand om 6:30 speel die tuisspan Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool teen die Stellenberg Hoërskool. Dit behoort 'n interessante stryd te wees. Divan Bet, die hoofafrigter van Stellenberg Hoërskool, 'n man wat baie bekend is daarvoor dat hy sy oppositie ontleed. En hy sou in die paviljoen gewees het. In die kragmeting tussen Affies en Paul Ruiz op dag 2 van die Noord-Suid rugby toernooi. Sy notaboekie sou hy volgeskryf het oor die pak voorspelers se dominansie aan die kant van Affies. Cronje. Lang aangee, Rivan van Rensburg. Word plat getrek deur die linkervleuel. Nee, het was Benham Tumba. Nou hier van Rensburg plat getrek het. Samespel tussen die twee voorrye. Gous en Swart aan die kant van Waterkloof. Cronje so effe staan wat hy ontvang. Hy betaal ook die prys daarvoor.
Prinsloo plays it on there to his front rowers. They've continued to just try to truck it up, but it just seems like they're going backwards and it's a slow ball. They've gone back here about 10 meters. They need to just perhaps look for that kick through and just try to get a bit of go forward momentum. Cronje decides to come in and take number 9. There's a very thin back line there. That's Van Arsvegen. It has looked to carry the ball on. Prinsloo distributes, and this is a bit of good width here. Strong, powerful play by what has been one of the standout players for Waterkloof, as he takes 2 or 3 tacklers to bring him down.
Ja, Marco Kok nie net aan die kant van Waterkloof nie, maar in hierdie wedstryd een van die uitstaande spelers. Prinsloo wat krap, steeds die besit baie stadig vir Waterkloof. Is Paul Ruiz wat dit regkry om by die afbreekpunte die bal te vertraag. Ja, Roan Jacobs wat gaan aan bysit het. Bastiaanse wat jaag, Cronje wat in die hande kry. Geleentheid vir Waterkloof op die aanval. Daar was nog nie baie van hulle nie. Steelkant van Rensburg wat wegkry, binne aangee. Marco Kok, jy verdien jou 3. Prachtvertoning deur die agste man van Waterkloof.
And Marco Kok, well-deserved try, and that's young man has tussled away and got enough breakdown. And it is time for him to be able to dot that ball down. But this was good work, a great interplay here by the forwards. And I just love this inside little slip pass, strong handoff. And that young man has been extremely powerful. And as we've just said, it's a well-deserved try. Waterkloof on the board.
Malendra Jansen van Vuren, die nummer 4 slot met 'n pragtige banaan gee. Die oomblik wat hy die bal ontvang het, het hy vir Marco Kok gewys, ek gaan vir jou gee.
Yeah, and you do the rest. Oh, just unfortunately hitting the left-hand pole there. That's the area that has really let them down in this game, is the kicking out of hand and off the tee. It just hasn't been a good kicking day for the Waterkloof side.
Ja, man wat daar die veld verlaat het, hy hou vas aan die regterskouer. Dis manne wat hoop vir 'n kans om 'n impak te maak in die laaste 15 minute. Matthew Seymour. Maar die afskop werk nou behartig. Ek dink meneer Geldnys is reg, beide daai spelers het vir die bal gegaan. Maar daar is 'n man wat baie eenheid aan die kant van Paul Roos. Vat aan sy maag, is dit geval van sy wind of is dit ribbes?
Realistische positie. Kaptein. Kaptein.
Kaptein van Waterkloof wat nader geroep word.
Okay, so people won't understand what's
Ooh,
happening now.
it's a tricky one.
Both
Both these players went up for the contest and they were both focused on the ball. So I think it's a collision in the air, and it's a rugby collision, as you'd say, corner ace. Just, concentrating extremely in terms of what's the call going to be here, and I can just hear the referee says it's going to be a knock-on from the scrum, and I think that's a great call. Both players went to contest for the ball fairly.
Ja. Spelers van Waterkloof se knie het kontak gemaak. Maar hy was uit en uit gefokus op die bal. Geen fout aan enige van die twee kante nie.
It's just 13 minutes
Crouch.
left in this second half. The score is sitting at 40
Fine.
points to 12 for Paul Kim.
Early.
Yeah, short arm. Referee had just had a discussion with those front rowers about the early hit.
Gerard van Vuren, die man in die nommer 18 trui aan die vaskopkant van die skram nou vir Paul Roos. Dan word hy die Pretoria lig ingejaag deur Michael Prinsloo. Word vorentoe verloor. So dis Waterkloof wat nog so 25-30 meter veld wen. Ook Reese Heaton in die nommer 16 trui wat nou op die veld verskyn.
Yeah, really interesting option there that was taken by Michael Prinsloo. He almost tapped in and looked like he was going to put the cross kick pass, but then just decided to put a high bomb. That's resulted in a knock-on here, and here we look at it. There it is, a huge Gary Owen. And, yeah, Dumpy wasn't really interested there.
Mind.
Looks like it was his replacement that come off, but this is good distribution of the ball for Waterkloof.
En besit betrap Dennis Solby. 40 punte teenoor 12, maar die Waterkloof span wat eenvoudig nie bes gee nie. Heel wat plaasvervangers nou op die veld vir Paul Roos Gimnasium. Cronje, Botha, weer Marco Kok kry 'n goeie aangee weg.
He dipped into it, he dipped into it.
Jaden Barnors op die oorkantste kantlyn. Jacobs. Hy veg vir voet in die kontak en maak so 3-4 meter steelkant rugby. Prinsloo met die fop aangee. Jean Gous. Al wat verlore gaan. Meneer Geldnys. Geen nog 'n strafskop toe.
Yes, some continuous penalties that
Hulle het 'n penalty
have
vir die high tackle.
started coming up for Paul Roos once again. A lot of them are for offsides and a high tackle above that area that's been indicated by the referees. As another substitution comes on, we'll get clarification on his name, the young man that's come on, number 23 for Waterkloof. As they approach a line out just 7 meters away from Paul Roos's try line, they're going to look for that 5+1. There's a drive set here that's going to be going.
Dat was Alrich Eis wat ingeneem het en nou die rolmaalbeweging wat na links afskulver.
That's one stop.
2 meter kort, maar is 1 stop. Sê meneer Stefan Geldenhuys en nou word hulle teruggedra.
No hands there, no there.
Man moet weggerol daar. Gerrit van Vuren. Prinsloo, Cronje, Marco Kok, sterke derde, hy wil die 8ste man. Is hy en Samuel Barnors aan saam oor die doellyn. Hierdie binne senter van Paul Roos is 'n vuurvreter, Samuel Barnors. Maar Marco Kok speel die wedstryd van sy lewe hier op die hoofveld van Affies.
And those two gentlemen in picture right now will be absolutely satisfied from Marco Kok's effort today. He has been so instrumental in everything that has been good for Waterkloof. There's another opportunity, and I won't be surprised if he picks up from the base of the scrum and attacks the opposite fly-off replacement for Dumpies, and just puts his tackling skills to test.
Find!
9 minute wat oorbly in die kragmeting. Aan die steelkant. Lang aangee. Goeie verdediging binne Mtumba. Hier is Keenan Stoffels. En die nommer 11 trui maar aan die regterkant van die veld op hierdie stadium. Roan Jacobs met nog 'n goeie loopie. Vuurvreter hakker hierdie van Waterkloof. Dylan Botha teen die grein draai die bal. Prinsloo weer aan die steelkant. Wie anders is Marco Kok. Probeer vir hom losdraai uit die kontak. Cody Binneman. Hy word gestay 3 meter kort. Cronje binne aangee. Steeds op sy voete van Rensburg. En dan Prinsloo met die fop aangee. Binneman tussen die twee Paul Roos verdedigers. Cody Binneman. Cronje lang aangee. Hier spasie. En die 3 word toegeken. Keenan Stoffels dink hy die man na oor die kantlyn. Maar meneer Geldenhuys en sy assistent sê saam 5 punte.
They had 5 points for Waterkloof here, and it's going to be interesting to have another look at it. I just felt that there was a bit of a touch on the line, on the exit line there, but we have the advantage of being able to have a look at the replay, but I'm sure Waterkloof won't be too concerned about that. They just needed to get onto the scoreboard. This was a well-worked, continuous multi-phase play here by Waterkloof as we look at the pass there, and extremely tight, but I think it's good. That's a great try, right into the corner. A good decision there by the referees.
Ja, Dennis Obi. Oor gaan aan die linkerkantste hoek.
Yeah, Obi's been pretty good in terms of just using whatever ball he's had to have, and it hasn't been the best of balls. And that another poor strike from the kicking tee, and we spoke about that earlier. This is an area that they're going to have to work on as they go forward within the season for Waterkloof. That is the advantage of a tournament like this, that it's early on the season. You're able to just, look carefully at some of your work-ons, and well, I'm sure JP won't have many work-ons after the result of last night, but a lot of these sides are going to go forward with the season in good spirits.
Dani van Skalkwyk, Gary Botha en Faf de Klerk van die oudleerders van Waterkloof wat 'n groot impak gemaak het op die rugbyvelde van Suid-Afrika. Janse van Rensburg, nog een van haar spelers. Hulle sal heel wat gelukkiger voel as so 20 minute gelede. Toe die telling op 40-7 gestaan het in die guns van Paul Roos. 2 onverdoelde drie later. 40-17.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, PSP's also no.
Crouch!
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he is from Murphy's, right?
Ja. Goed herstel, Kennedy.
Yeah, Stedman Gans also, I think, Waterkloof, old boy.
Steekskoppie. Wat spasie vind en die wip van die bal in die guns van Waterkloof. 3 onbeantwoorde drie. En weer daar die man Dennis Hobby, hy het baie vaart. En hy pluk die bal daar in die lug.
Yeah, they say if you don't take your opportunities, you'll never know. And that's Dennis Obi scores his second try. And there is his coach, Coach Smith, saying, yeah, boy, well done. Great try. A speculative kick that he just made sure that he was in the right space at the right time. Yeah, that bounced right into his hands. Obi able to regather and just crack on the pace. And there he was gone. And he dots down for his second try of the game.
Ja, en 40-7 het nou verander na 40-24. Die tweede helfte sal die span van Waterkloof manne moed gee vir die res van 2024. Glimlagte op die gesigte nou ook van die toeskouers. Ons nog 4,5 minute se speeltyd oor. Diep ingeskop. Cronje, Paul Roos wat aan by kry, so dit sal Waterkloof se ingooi by die lyn staan wees.
Yeah, Waterkloof, we're going to have to re-look at that exit option as we look at the 2 points that were added from that converted OB try. And Cronje is going to have to just work, perhaps to look to play the forward, set it up and get a better angle and less pressure on him to get a better exit, because they're going to get stuck within their 22 area going forward.
Cronje uit die hand uit tref hy die bal nie vandag so skoon soos wat hy sou wou nie. Ruben Creer. Ook 'n goeie wedstryd deur die Paul Roos agste man. Kontak in die middelveld. Christian Colby. Rein. Steekskop hierdie keer deur Paul Roos en is baie goed teruggeval deur Dennis Hobby. Hy kan baie tevrede voel met sy vertoning hier vanmiddag. Prinsloo met die regtervoet. Ja, hy vir hom veld af. Matthew Seymour na Keenan Stoffels. Hy's baie gevaarlik. Hy trek Stoffels. Fantastiese duikslag.
Yeah, Stoffels just getting caught in mid-action as he just wanted to pass that ball, and I think Waterkloof have understood that he is a danger and a threat, and they just almost closed him down, didn't allow him to get to in some of those dangerous 7 spaces that he would always be looking for, and he's trying to drift across and look for them. Oh, brilliant tackle there. Just nullified that whole movement.
Crouch! Fine! Set!
So 2 minute wat oorbly.
Bly daar.
Prinsloo na Cronje. Hulle probeer spasie aan die buitekant vind. Van Aswegen kry sy aangee weg en daar trek Dennis Hobby. Steekskoppie en hy sit self agterna. En dis Waterkloof wat wel in die hande kry. Fantastiese poging met die Pretoria se span. Hier in die tweede helfte, Prinsloo wat vinnig speel. Voordeel. Hy was die 10 tree terug nie. Balbesit wat vertraag word by die afbreekpunt vir Waterkloof. Bastiaanse. Jean Gous. Steeds Waterkloof wat terugveg met alles in hulle vermoë. Cody Binneman wat oppik van sy tone. Prinsloo gaan krap. Franco Cronje wordt laat getrek, so 6 meter van die Paulroos doellyn. Ja, genoegsame voordeel nie. Paulroos het nie 10 meter teruggeval nie.
Yeah, very animated are the coaching staff of Waterkloof, and so well they should be, because Waterkloof have been absolutely spectacular. In this last quarter of this half, they've been brilliant in terms of what they've done.
En is Gous, kop onderste bo, Boenery vorentoe. Prinsloo.
Knock on, offside.
Ja, dan ongelukkig. Lei die bewegings gebreek. Word daar vinnig gespeel. Hierdie Paulroos span is avontuurlustig. Lang aangee. Goeie duikslag. Strafskop Waterkloof.
Middag.
Ja, hy's so 'n bietjie gevoel ook ewe skielik in hierdie kragmeting. Nie vir 'n oomblik gaan lê nie. En so, en dis Rene wat loei vir die einde van hierdie wedstryd. Is dit Paulroos wat hulle keer gaan moet ken om nie 'n 4-3 in hierdie tweede helfte af te staan nie. Tydsberekening al by die lyn staan, nie na wense nie, maar vryskop. Die behoort aan Waterkloof. 5 meter van die Paulroos doellyn. Kok. 2 meter kort word hy gestuit. Strafskop Paulroos Gimnasium, vasgehou op die grond. En Seymour wat vinnig speel. Sien as baie spasie vir sy strafskop, jag vir hom by die kantlyn uit. Steeds nie die einde van die kragmeting nie.
Yeah, it's a game that has really been a game of two halves here. Waterkloof have definitely taken this second half, and they've been very impressive. And just the effort and that fighting spirit, and that's something I've always admired about this Waterkloof side. And over the number of years that we've been able to have do these games, they've always had that fighting spirit, and it's going to be put to the test once again.
Seymour in die middelveld, Gerrit van Vuren. 2-3 meter wat hy vorentoe dryf. Kort aangee, pragtige lyn. Matthew Klein aan die buitekant, Keenan Stoffels. Goeie lakwerker, Cody Binneman. Op die voorvoet, weer Gerrit van Vuren. Nou opgetel deur Kemp, hy's net kort. Stadige bal, en Maralabera oor die doellyn. En Paulroos vir die laaste sê gaan hê hier op die hoofveld vanaf iets.
Yeah, and there's the coach smiling and clapping. He's showing ovation that his side was able to just absorb the pressure that was being put on there by Waterkloof just a couple of seconds ago in their own 22, and for them to just break away and be able to get through some of the defenders of